Hey everyone, this is my Patreon-powered reaction to the second episode of Tsukimonogatari. So last episode, the first 5 or so minutes we were just kind of talking about Yotsugi, and her being human-like, but not necessarily trying to become human, but something that can interact with humans, it's that kind of conversation, but also just kind of discussing oddities and kind of the perception of them and stuff like that as well. And of course, we transitioned from that into an amazing bath scene. But by the end of that bath scene, we had Araragi turn into a vampire. So I don't know why that's the case. Is it a matter of like some people's perception of him changing? Like somebody now sees him more as a vampire, or believe he's a vampire, and so now he's become more of one. Like, does that tie in some way like that? I don't know. I'm trying to figure things out between then and now about what could possibly have changed. All I can think of is somebody now is thinking of him as a vampire, and that had an effect on him. Either that or something happened to Shinobu, but like, what could happen to Shinobu? She lives in a shadow, right? So, I don't know. Really not sure what could have happened, but I do think the earlier bit of him, like, using too much strength on Tsukihi's head, I think that was kind of foreshadowing the vampire thing. Like, at that point, he had already become full-on vampire, so he had too much strength. So that was a nice little way to foreshadow that. It went over my head initially, but it was a nice way to foreshadow it nonetheless. So now that he knows something's wrong, the first thing he would usually do, I think, would try to talk to Shinobu, right? So will he be able to do that, or has something already happened to her and she's gone? That's kind of my first question, but that's got to be the first thing he tries, though. But if that doesn't work, I guess would be try to contact Hanakawa, right? That's kind of the second layer of figuring things out, would be contacting her. And then maybe Senjigahara from that, I don't know. But the point is, something clearly happened. Araragi is a vampire. He probably doesn't want to be one, so he will probably have to find a way to fix the issue. I'm not sure what that would be, though, so it will probably involve Yotsugi if I'd venture a guess, though. So let's just get into it and see what he does about this. So, 3, 2, 1, play. And right where we left off. Nothing's wrong, just don't look at the mirror, Tsukihi. No, don't look at it. Don't look at it. Just look at your naked brother instead. Just like that. Good job. I don't think that's what he was implying, but sure, yeah, we can do this. Go for it. I think he kissed her at least once before. And Nisa. Oh no, is she gonna walk in on that? Because that might be a hard thing to explain. And what does she see? Yep, I mean, she pretty much sees it all. Yeah, this does not look good. She's gonna have some questions. Very upset about being left out. Ooh. Ow. Well, fantastic game, though, at the very least. It was a great way to distract you from looking at them here, though. So our main goal was accomplished there. And now we can have a 3-way bath scene, which would be great. I need my water, especially now because I'm feeling dehydrated. Ugh. So, got to see both sisters naked in this arc, so I'd say it's one of the better arcs already. Just, of course, Araragi goes along with it, that misunderstanding of hers. But he has brushed Kaden's teeth, probably licked her foot, and he did kiss Tsukihi in her arc, I believe, to, confirm he sees her as a sister or whatever. So, nothing really new going on here. This family has always had a very unique way of being together. But of course, Kaden would eventually show up because the bath was supposed to be for her to begin with, so it was always a matter of time before she showed up. Yotsugi Doll Part 2. Maybe Yotsugi will actually show up. Yeah, like I thought, Shinobu, first thing he tries. Please come out of my shadow, Shinobu. I would like to take a bath with you now. Oh, that's just playing dirty. If that doesn't work, she's not in there. So, okay, she's in there. You lied to her, though, so you're gonna die. Yeah, we don't know how that happened. This would be another interesting thing for Cotton to walk in on. Yeah, but it should already be healed if he's a vampire. Huh. Okay, then what's going on? Ow! Don't do that. That's not cool. You're breaking his toe. Very helpful. But then why wouldn't it have healed? Yeah, how do you explain that? Yeah, it's deep inside, but it's an outside wound. Ah, okay. But he always had some degree of healing ability. Yeah, like, we recovered severed limbs pretty quickly in Kizu. Oh, right, yeah, we don't want sunlight. Yeah, we want to prevent that if we can, so let's turn those off. Why? Why are we doing this? Yeah, I suppose that makes sense, but Oshino's not around, so it'd have to be... what's your name? Yeah. Well, I was thinking her master, but... Yeah, that's the name I was looking for. Kaganue, I couldn't remember. I'd be the one to consult, you'd think. Yeah, she did some real damage to you before, didn't she? I could have sworn I had Kaganue's name on this list. I don't know why I can't see her. Yeah, I mean, every time we met Yotsugi, it was just by chance, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we can, actually. But he could definitely probably have a good chance of contacting her more than anyone else we know. Yeah, Hanakawa is always a good option. But she knows a lot. Well, yeah, Gaian, but can we contact her either? I mean, if anyone knows what is going on, it would be a Gaian. It's certainly an option, but let's explore all of them first. Just give me more donuts. Exactly. Oh, is it from Gaian? Across the Gratitude someday, your friend Guy, okay. Yeah, she knows everything. Oh. Skihi. Well, Cotton showed up. It was a good time to leave. It's kind of important to stay shut. Like, she just walks and you're still basically naked. In that order. I don't think so. Going for the hug. Oh yeah, just straight up hug. That's quite the difference from an apology. Getting fancy with a shot. Okay, yeah. Just don't ask questions, it's just for the best. Oh yeah, there's that too, isn't there? Yeah, we don't want to hurt your Kaganui. Yeah, I'll apologize all you want once this is all over. Maybe, if I remember. Unfortunately, I'm out of water, so it's nothing but suffering now. Where exactly did we go? But I guess we found Yotsugi. Is she in the machine? Is she in the machine? How did you even get in there? Can we get the crane to pull her out? Yeah, like, I guess we have to do it this way. It's couldn't even support her weight, though? Like, how heavy is she? That's not Yotsugi. You kind of missed pretty badly. Are you better? You want to do it, Shinobu? Why, is it gonna suck us in too? Is she not actually in there? I just thought maybe she was a reflection, you know? Because that would have been something. If she was actually just behind the thing. Let's try that again. Oh no! Why did you have to fall? Are you doing this on purpose? Do you even want us to get you? Oh, I think it's gonna work this. I love how this is basically just like getting any normal thing from a crane game. It's oddly hilarious. Yes, this might cost us a lot of money to get her out of there. Took us a lot of tries. Okay, we've got her basically in there. Just gotta flop her down. Well, we got Yotsugi. That was step one. I don't think there is. I think that's not the highest of any importance list. We got her. Are you alive? You should probably kiss her. That will probably get her to say something. Oh. Never mind. That also works as an option. When did you start calling her that? Hey, where's Kagenui? You like never with her anymore? Oh. That was a that was a great entrance. Unless you're the one being stepped on, I guess. She's way too good to just sit on the ground. That's gotta be cold. Ouch! Ow. Yep. As expected of the vampire healing. Well, yeah, time has passed, and time heals all wounds. Yeah. Fairly obvious. He probably did. I like how she's keeping the yay going. But why are you doing it is what we don't know. Why do I have to look at his foot? Oh! Ow. Why are you biting his foot, though? I guess it's a new injury. To see how it heals. Analyzing the taste of your foot. Okay. Sure. Ow! I'm never letting you have my hand. Rather have Yotsuki have my foot. Ouch. I get it's to see the healing, I guess, but just ow. All it should do was break a finger. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, that's simple enough, right? You did it! Ah, I broke 2 fingers. I could hardly look at that. That just... just look deep into space and heal it. The important memories, right? uh... I knew that was coming. That's what matters most to him. And there they go, already healed. Like, right in the middle. How did his foot taste, Yotsuge? Alright. Still doesn't explain the why. Yeah. We probably should talk to her a bit. Yeah, you better. And there she is, looking quite lovely. Didn't know she owned that dress. That's an entrance as well. How will you take it? Alright. Let's play nice, you two. He's trying so hard. Yes, be grateful. So much caca. You just wanted to attack you, don't you? Yeah, let's let it go. Move on. Aw. Give her a head pat to make up for the step-in. You did good work, Shinobu. And I love your dress. Yeah, there you go. It's all good now. Shinobu, you're so great. Yes, get right, Yotsuki. Just snowmen everywhere now. I bet having Shinobu around your head is very warm. Right, so we're basically in the process of becoming a vampire more than anything. At least dealt with this whole vampire thing before. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of snowmen. Shinobu doesn't always tell us everything that she knows, so... Yeah, good point. I miss Oshino. Is he never gonna show up again? Can never calculate his actions, that's true. Too many times, wow. That's... yeah. He did power up a lot for things. Well, damn, I don't know how we fix that. The body just got too used to being a vampire, now it just feels like it's a normal thing. Yeah. Basically, yeah, the belief that he's a vampire. That was a rough thing. That's the question, isn't it, at this point? Is there anything we can do? You can't. I was afraid she was gonna say that. Because if it's something like this, well, that's not really Because it's not really being done by any kind of outside force, so, like, I don't know what you would do to help that. It's just he got too used to being a vampire. It kind of became the norm for him. So that's what he is now, really. I don't know how you solve that. Because that's true, you know, a lot of time he'll, you know, powers himself up for conflicts with the blood sucking. And we get injured, severely injured, and healed back up, like, his body's gotten pretty used to that. And the whole operation thing is highly dependent upon, you know, belief, and if you regularly do these vampire-like things. Because it is kind of hard to believe that you're a human when you're constantly doing these things, you know? So I don't know. Well, that was the second episode of Tsukimonogatari. And before we got too into things, we did quite have a bit more of the silly bath shenanigans, because Kaden walked in on them. You know, because Araragi was like, no, don't, I hit my monitor, don't look at the mirror, bad. But, so he just kind of like shoves her face towards his, and she kind of took that as, oh, Oni-chan wants to kiss, okay, sure. You know, didn't take any convincing there, surprisingly. But then Kaden shows up, because, like I said, the whole making the bath is supposed to be for Kaden, so she's going to show up eventually. And she showed up at pretty much the worst time, you know? They're both in there in the bath together, but it's already probably a little bit weird. But then, very clearly, like a second or two away from kissing, and she just has to rush in there and stop it, because it doesn't involve her, so she can't have it happen, you know? I mean, sure, Araragi brushed her teeth a little bit, but, that was her, and that's not Tsukihi. You know, Tsukihi can't do mouth games with Araragi, it just doesn't work that way. But, you know, we dealt with that, and by that I mean Araragi left. Tsukihi was not a big fan of that, though. She was kind of left alone with Kaden, I guess. I would have liked to have seen some of that. But he had priorities. He had to go talk to Shinobu. Very desperate to talk to Shinobu, to the point of lying to her, like, yeah, I got donuts for you, come out, Shinobu. She did come out, and just kind of tied him up. And she didn't have a good idea of what was going on. Like, she kind of could tell that he was becoming a vampire, sure. She was able to give some useful advice, like, don't, like, shut the blinds, for one thing. That's useful. So, she helped as much as she could. At that point, most of what she did was just be like, okay, let's talk to a specialist, which in this case would be Kagenui, preferably. Because Gaian's always an option, but not really your first option. She's, you know, Gaian. Like, nobody really wants to deal with her if they can avoid it. So we were able to find Gaian, or yeah, Kanagui, Yotsuki's master. We found her because we found Yotsuki first. I don't know why she was in the crane game. I don't quite get that, but it was funny, so it's okay. He was able to get her after like 12 or 13 tries or so. And after that point, Kagenui just popped up on Shinobu's head. Shinobu didn't like that. She didn't like that at all. So when Shinobu came out, we kind of had a little bit of a conflict there. Shinobu just sitting there trying to still appear very haughty and prideful, like, huh, well, I guess I can forgive your rude behavior this time and all that. But Kagenui was not having any of it. Like, she was just not playing along with it very well at all, which was giving Shinobu a hard time. But luckily, Araragi gave her kind of an out, a way to kind of keep her pride intact after being stepped on. So it all worked out. I did love Yotsuki's comment about, is this really the person I lost to? So that was good. But we did more or less figure out what was going on. He is becoming a vampire, but not really. It's not really directly related to Shinobu or anything. It was just, like, I'm not going to pretend I fully understand the mechanisms of how all this works, but the gist of it is that he got too used to becoming a vampire, so now it's kind of becoming irreversible. Like, he's just becoming it. Like, that's the normal thing for him. You know, and if any specifics beyond that, it's just kind of speculation, but that's the gist of it. So I do got that much. If that's the case, I don't know what we can really do about that, really. Like, could we strengthen his belief that he's a human? Would that make a difference? I'm not sure. Because it's not like there's a lot of people that see him as a vampire. It's probably a single-digit amount of people that even know that he has any kind of vampire-ness. Actually, it might be in double digits at this point, because he does have his entire harem that pretty much know about the vampire thing to a degree. But also, the episode knows, of course. Kagenui, Kaiki probably does. Oshino, Shinobu, of course. Yeah, like, there's probably double-digit people, but still not a lot of people know that he's a vampire. Now, like, not comparable to the amount of people that thought of Shinobu as a god in her flashback. So, I don't know. I don't know what we can do about this. Yotsuki seems to think there's nothing that can be done about this, but there's probably got to be something, right? Otherwise, that would just be the norm for the rest of the show, him being a vampire. Which I guess isn't impossible, but we are only halfway through the arc, so I imagine we're gonna, like, work on this, you know, try to fix the problem somehow. So I don't think that will just be the norm. I think we'll figure something out. I don't know. We'll see. At least we know more or less what's going on now. That's a good first step. We just gotta see where we go from here. I just loved Shinobu looking all sad. This was great. And also, Araragi thinking about Hanakawa's chest and being able to just enjoy it. That was his motivation for the healing. Just as expected of Araragi, I guess. It's one of the things that's most valuable in life right there. Just, it was a little bit rough seeing him get injured like that. First, Yotsuki bites his foot, which is... I mean, you could get some enjoyment out of that. But then you had Kagenui break two of his fingers, which there's no enjoyment to be had there. That was just painful. I'd also like how he lifted up Yotsuki's skirt when he first got her out of there. Because, yeah, if you buy a doll and it has like a dress or a skirt or something, first thing you do is, you know, lift it up or peek under it. That's just what you do with figures and dolls or whatever. So... although, it's a little bit of a problem, though, when they have a bit of a personality of their own and they can smack you. There's a little bit of a problem there, but otherwise, yeah, still gotta do it. So, yeah, all I really got to say on it's just... hopefully things work out. I feel like I say that a lot at the end of episodes, but I mean, what else does it really say? He obviously doesn't want to become a vampire, so he's gotta do something about it. And hopefully he can, so... Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.